Lulu.
Life belongs to those who breathe, not to what we wish to keep. Every moment moves ahead, even when we wish to stay. I try to hold, I felt like home. Freeze the time I've always known, but nothing waits, nothing stays. Life keeps turning anyway. The ground beneath is never still, and standing still is not a will. Because to live is not to stay, it's learning how to face the day. Life belongs to those who live, to those who move, to those who give. And if we breathe, then we must learn to face the tides at every turn. You can't escape what time will bring. You can't outrun a changing thing. To be alive is to prepare for every shift that waits somewhere. We fear the unknown, we fear the fall, we fear the change that takes it all. But life was never built to freeze. It's made of moments like the sea, rising, falling, breaking through, becoming something always new. The more you fight, the more it grows. The more you resist, the more it shows. Life belongs to those who live, who take the risk, who choose to give, who understand that nothing stays and still step forward anyway. You can't control what comes and goes, but you can choose the way you grow. To be alive is to prepare for every change that meets you there. You don't need answers, you don't need plans, you just need courage to understand that life is motion, life is flow, and everything is meant to go from what you are to what you'll be. Oh, that's what it means to be free. Life belongs to those who live, not to the ones who fear to give, not to the ones who hide away from what tomorrow might convey. So take the breath and take the chance. Step into life, step into change. Because to live is to prepare for every change. You need it. Life belongs. I used to call it bad luck days, wrong turns, storms that wouldn't break. I asked myself, why me again? Like life was something set to win. Every problem felt unfair, every way too much to bear. But then a thought walked through my mind. What if this was by design? What if I'm not cursed or lost, just walking through is part of the page that makes the story worth its name. Life is a romance, wild and true, not just sunshine breaking through. If I see myself as someone strong, the hero who keeps moving on, then trials aren't here to ruin me. The scenes that build my destiny. I'm not unlucky, I'm alive, I'm living out the story of my life. Every scar becomes a line, written where the plot turns tight. Every doubt, every delay is just the tension on the way. No great story ever starts without a moment that breaks the heart. If everything was smooth and clear, there'd be nothing pulling me here. So I stop asking what went wrong and start asking how long have I grown. The moment I change how I see this road starts changing me. Life is a romance, not a crime, not something measured by lost time. I'm not a victim of the scene, I'm the one the story needs. Every challenge has a role, every trial shapes my soul. I don't survive, I choose to thrive inside the chapters of my life. Heroes aren't born without pain, they're forged where nothing's plain. If this road asks more of me, it's because I'm meant to be someone who laughs in the rain, someone who dances through the change. Life is a romance, deep and wide, with highs and lows I won't deny. I don't call hardship misery, I call it flawed necessity. So I play my role with open eyes, turning trials into alibis for why I smile, why I try. I'm not unlucky, I'm the hero of my time. Every story needs a storm, every hero needs a test. If this is my adventure, then I'll live it, not in fear, but in wonder. They say don't move, stay where it's safe. Safety feels like a locked up place. They hold on to what they know, even when it hurts to grow. Clinging tight to fade away, calling darkness feels alright. They build their walls and paint them gold, but deep inside they're tired and cold. Because the fear of change is not just fear, it's holding on to something unclear. The ones who fear change the most are the ones hurting deep inside, holding on to broken roads with nowhere left to hide. They'd rather stay in what they know than face the truth. They need to grow. The fear of change is not just pain, it's living life in quiet chains. They say it's fine, they say it's okay, drifting far away from who they are, from what they need, from every chance to break and breathe. Comfort turns to silent loss when staying still becomes the cost, because change demands a step unknown, and not everyone can leave their zone. The ones who fear change the most are the ones afraid to see that what they hold so desperately is what they shouldn't be. They guard their pain like it's their home, too scared to walk the road alone. The fear of change, oh, it's not just fear. It's losing hope while staying here. But what if change is not the fall? What if it's freedom after all? What if the fear feel inside is just the door you've never tried? The ones who fear change the most are the ones who need it most. Standing still while life goes on, fighting battles already lost. But there's a way to break the chain, to step beyond the silent pain. Because the life you're meant to live begins now. I thought about the final day, not in fear, but in a quiet way. What would I see if time stood still? If my life became a memory reel? Would it be all the things that went wrong, the words I swallowed, the roads I didn't walk on? Would my heart feel heavy and small, remembering I never tried at all? I don't want my story told by chances lost or choices cold. I don't want regret to be the loudest voice inside of me. If I have to look back at my life someday, I don't want pain to lead the way. I don't want to count the risk I ran from, or the love I never became. I want to remember that I lived, that I dared, that I gave, that I did, because a life recalled with only regret is a sorrow I don't want to accept. It's not the failures that scare me most, it's the moments I almost chose, the chances waiting just one more day until courage quietly slips away. I've seen how easy it is to wait, to call fear being realistic, but waiting has a cost of its own, and time doesn't give refunds. I don't need perfection or a plan, I just need to say I can. I'd rather fall and understand than never leave where I stand. If I have to look back at my life someday, I want warmth, not just what ifs and maybes. I don't want my memories filled with escape, or all the times I turned away. I wanna know I showed my heart even when it broke apart, because a life remembered only by fear is a future I won't build from here. Maybe the real tragedy isn't losing Not easy, not without tears, but full of meaning, love and years well used. I don't need a life without mistakes. I need a life I didn't waste, because remembering only regret would be the one loss I can't forget. I don't live to avoid the end. I live so that when it comes I can say I was here. I chose. I live. Thought the world was shifting right before my eyes, like something out there changed without reason why. But something felt different deep inside of me. The streets are still the same, the sky the same old blue. The voices hadn't changed, but something felt new. The way I saw the cracks, the way I felt the light, the way the dark didn't feel as dark. Maybe it wasn't, or maybe it was me who had changed. It's not the world that changes, it's the way we see. It's not the outside shifting, it's what we choose to be. The same sky above, the same ground below, but a different heart can make it grow. Nothing new. The change I saw was me coming through. I used to blame the world for everything I felt, the chaos and the noise, the weight I never dealt. But every step I took to understand my mind made the same old world feel somehow more kind. The lens I carried, the thoughts I held, were shaping more than I could tell. It's not the world that changes, it's the way we see. It's not the outside shifting, it's the way we're free. The same old path, the same old view, but a different self can make it new. Nothing changed, nothing grew. The change I saw was me breaking through. We search for answers out there in the noise, but change begins in quiet choices, in how we stand, in how we breathe, in what we choose to believe. It's not the world that changes, it's the way we live. It's not what's taken, it's what we give. The same world spins, the same sun shines, but a changed heart redefines everything we thought we knew, because the change was never happening. It was always Have you ever seen a broken horse staring down at the ground in shame? Have you ever seen a lonely bird pretend it's doing fine? They don't hide behind a painted smile, they don't dress their fear in pride. They live exactly as they are, no audience in mind. They don't ask if they look strong, they don't worry if they're wrong. They don't act for anyone, they just belong. Have you you seen a sad horse, a fallen bird, trying hard to look impressive? They don't suffer the way we do. They don't fake, they don't pretend. They don't measure worth by how they seem. They don't perform, they don't compete. They stay free because they never try to look good in someone else's eyes. We learn early how to wear a face, how to keep it all together. We practice lines we never feel, call it being clever. We carry weight that isn't real, just expectations we defend. Trying so hard to look okay is how the hurt begins. Nature doesn't ask for praise, it doesn't chase approval. It breathes, it moves, it lives its truth, and that's its miracle. Have you seen a sad horse, a broken wing, hiding pain for admiration? They don't suffer like humans do. They don't live for validation. They don't trade their peace for show. They don't act for eyes they don't know. They stay whole because they never try to look right all the time. Maybe happiness is simple, then not being watched, not being judged, not proving strength, not chasing worth, just being enough as you are. What if freedom isn't something found, but something we stop giving away? I don't need to look perfect anymore. I don't need to play around. I don't need to shine for everyone at the cost of my own soul. Like the horse, like the bird in flight, I live without a stage or light. I won't be unhappy trying to be someone impressive. I'll just be me. No applause, no disguise, just a life that feels true. Something inside, still in the unknown, a quiet fire, never shown, waiting in shadows, out of sight, breathing slowly in the night. I stayed the same, I played it safe, built my walls to hold my place. No sudden moves, no risky ground, just silence all around. But deep within, a voice remained, soft but steady, calling my name. Because what sleeps inside of me was never meant to always be. Without change we stay asleep, holding dreams we never keep. Everything we're meant to be, waiting quiet, silently. The fire inside won't wake on its own. It needs the spark, it needs the unknown. What's step into the new. Pull me closer to what is true. Growth begins with confidence, and broken ground is where it bends. Without change, we stay confined to smaller versions of our mind. Every risk, every unknown breaks the shell we've always known. The fire inside won't wait forever. It calls for courage, now or never. What sleeps in me must rise and breathe. What sleeps in me must be released. You don't awaken by standing still. You awaken through force of will. The fallen ones through trying again. Through stepping out of who you've been. The life you want, the strength you seek lives in the part of you're scared of me. Without change, I won't become all the things I'm running from. Everything I'm meant to be is waiting there inside of me. So I will move, I will believe, I'll break the chains I couldn't see. Because what sleeps inside of me was never meant to never be. Wake it up, let it breathe, become what waits in me. It's easy to step in when the ending's clear, when the crowd already knows who wins. To raise your hand
Oh la la.
and call it bravery. But I've seen fear dress up as sense, call itself being wise. Only fighting battles you can't lose is how the spirit hides. Real courage doesn't ask for proof, it doesn't wait for guarantees. It shows up when the cost is known and still says, this is me. Cowards only fight when they know they'll win, when the ground is safe, when the light is dim. But I pray for the courage to stand my ground, even when defeat is all around. Because some losses carry more truth, more meaning than an easy proof. There are battles worth the pain, where losing still means I stay the same. I've walked away to save my name, called it calm, called it control. But every time I chose the safe road, I felt it cost my soul. Not every fight is meant to crown, not every stand is meant to shine. Some are taken so you can look yourself in the eyes afterward. Winning isn't always the test, sometimes it's choosing not to bend. Sometimes the bravest thing you do is lose without regret. Cowards only fight when the end looks kind, when the risk is low, when the stars align. But give me the nerve to raise my voice when silence would be the easy choice. Because some defeats are still a win if I don't betray what's deep within. There are battles worth the fall, where losing proves I stood up tall. History won't remember every score, but it remembers who walked into the storm. Not the ones who played it safe, but the ones who chose to face what they knew they couldn't beat and fought anyway. I don't need the crown or the proof, I don't need the world's approval. I need the courage to take the fight
Because some victories aren't won, they're earned by the stand you've done. There are losses worth the name when defeat still means I was brave. Let them count the wins, I'll count the moments I didn't run. Because some fights are worth everything, even the loss.
There's a voice inside your mind saying maybe you can't do this. Every dream begins with doubt, every step begins with risk. You stand there at the edge of a road you've never known, wondering if you're strong enough to take it on your own. But every fear you face is a door you didn't see. Every time you dare to try, you become who you can be. Every time you face the fear standing right in front of you, you gain a little strength inside, a little faith that it's true. Confidence grows quietly with every step you make. So try the things you think you can. That's how your spirit waits. You may fall, you may stumble, you may feel the world is hard, but every scar becomes a story, every fight becomes a spark. You don't grow inside the safe, you don't learn by staying still. The courage you're searching for, life beyond the hill. Fear is not your enemy, it's the place where strength begins. And every challenge waiting there is where the victory leaves. Every time you face the fear standing right in front of you, you gain a little strength inside, a little faith that it's true. Experience becomes your guide with every step you take. So try the things you think you can. That's how your courage wakes. The life you want is waiting just beyond the doubt you feel. Take a breath and take a step and watch the impossible become real. Every time you face the fear, you become a stronger soul. Confidence and wisdom grow with every step you hold. So dare to try the things you fear. Let your heart believe, because the strength you're searching for is the courage to proceed. Face the fear, and you'll find yourself. You don't have to solve it all tonight. You don't need the perfect line.
Every thought feels heavy now. When you keep the curtains down, you've been staring at the dark too long, wondering where you went wrong. But maybe life's not asking why, maybe it's asking you to try. When everything feels tight inside, there's one small thing you can decide. Don't make life harder than it has to be. If it's dark inside, let the light come in. Open the window, breathe it in. You see the air is different. You don't need answers right away. Just let a little sunshine stay. When the room feels heavy somehow, just open the window right now. You don't have to name the fear. You don't have to fix the years. Sometimes clarity doesn't come from thinking harder, holding on. Light doesn't argue, doesn't fight. It only shows you what's inside. One small change, one simple move can shift the way the world feels to you. You don't have to understand the storm to feel the morning war. Don't make life heavier in your head. If the room feels closed, let it open instead. Open the window, let it shine. Let the day remind you you're alive. It's okay if you don't know how. You don't have to figure it out. When the night feels too long somehow, just open the window. Right now. Light doesn't promise everything's fine. It just gives you another light, another breath, another view, another way to walk this through. You don't need a master plan, just a moment where you stand. Life doesn't need to be so hard. Not every shadow leaves a scar. Open the window, let it show. There's more than what you know. One step, one breath, one honest sound. That's how the weight comes down. If it's dark, don't break it down. Just open the window and let the light in. Less thinking, more breathing. If it's dark, you know what to do. Open the window. Open the window.
They told me what I should become. What dreams were safe or past to run. A life already drawn in line, like I was meant to follow sign. I try to wear a borrowed name to fit inside that version of okay. But every step I didn't choose felt like a part of me I'd lose. There's something deeper calling out beyond the noise, beyond the crowd. A quiet truth I can't ignore. This life has to be mine, not yours. My purpose isn't given to me. It's something I have to create. Not built from what they expect, but from the choices that I make. This life was never meant to never meant to be a copy of someone else's plan. My purpose has to come from me, or I won't understand. You don't find meaning by obeying, you find it when you stand and say, this is who I choose to be, with your own voice, your own hands. My purpose isn't something fun, it's something I become through every risk, every fall, every time I choose to run, not toward what they told me, but toward what feels like truth. Because a life that isn't mine is a life I didn't choose. This life is mine to define.
I know the odds aren't on my side. I've read the signs, I won't deny. The world has made its bets already. Said my chances aren't that steady, but I didn't come this far to quit or lay my heart down piece by piece. Even if the script says I lose, I still get to choose how I move. This isn't about the final score, it's about what I'm standing for. Even if my life's a losing fight, I'll raise my hands and stand upright. I won't run just because I know the ending might not favor me. I don't need the wind to prove my worth, I need the truth of how I live. If this is where my story bends, I'll fight with honor.